Good morning, everyone. My name is Father Jonathan Dalin. I am a priest of Philadelphia. I got to know Father Mike because his last parish was my parents' home parish. And at that time, I was the school minister for a small archdiocesan high school, Archbishop Ryan, in Northeast Philadelphia. Anybody who knows where that's at, it's a big school. And so I helped them a lot. And this is my first time here. It's a lovely parish. I didn't know I was in the right neighborhood until I looked at the rectory and seen the eagle statue there. I was like, okay, that's Mike. I know that's him. That's it. Well, I'm in the right place. But a few years ago, I received a call from the clergy office, and they said, your time has come. We're going to make you a pastor. I'm like, oh, nice suburban parish, maybe. We're going to make you the pastor of St. Martha's. And I love the people there. I love St. Martha's. And I was quiet, and they said, do you have any questions? I said, yes, you're moving me from one end of the parking lot to the next because we share a parking lot. And then the movers had real fun with that. I called up the movers, and they said, well, what's the zip code? I said, 19154. What's the zip code where you're moving? I said, 19154. Oh, we're not making any money off of you. I said, no. My friends, there is a quote that I love. And for the longest time, I always thought it was St. Francis of Assisi who said that particular quote. And then I made the, mistake of posting my favorite quote on Facebook, and then all the Facebook intelligentsia and warriors came forward. He never said that. He never said that. This one said it. I had I must have had 5,000 different responses of who said the quote. So I'm still sticking with St. Francis of Assisi. But it's a beautiful quote. Whoever said it. I know we're streaming now. Whoever said it. And the quote is, preach the gospel always, and when necessary, use words. Preach the gospel always, and when necessary, use words. So it's focused on the actions. And that really is the perfect quote for our gospel today, for our parable that Jesus is giving us. If you notice, Jesus does something different. Jesus is very direct in this parable. Whenever you read the other parables, he's not explaining them. He'll explain them to his apostles. He'll explain them to the disciples that are following him. But the others, he gives the parable, and it's up to them to find God in it and to figure out the message. It's very deliberate what he's doing. But in this one, he is blunt, very blunt in what he's saying. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why this is the perfect parable in this particular gospel where it's located. We are in the 21st chapter of Matthew. So scripturally, my friends, we are in Holy Week. That's when this is actually taking place. And the 21st chapter of Matthew is all actions of Christ. And of course, we're going to come to the greatest action at the end of that week with his crucifixion and death. But we're not at Good Friday, but we're in that Holy Week. And Matthew's 21st chapter opens with the triumphal entrance into Jerusalem, a big action. The action right after that is he goes into the temple and he clears out the temple. He throws the money changers and all the thieves out of the temple, if you remember that, which is always very interesting because look at their reaction when he does that. If somebody came in today into a church and started overturning things and, what are you going to do? You're going to say, get the cops, get them out of here, let's get them arrested, boom. But what do they say when they see him doing that, the priests and the scribes and everything? What's your justification for this? Because they know what he's doing. That's actually a messianic thing that they expect. A lot of times he doesn't act the way a Messiah, in their sense, is going to act. But that one he does. And that's why they don't say, we're going to arrest you. They say, what's your justification for doing this? And then the next action right after that is the cursing of the fig tree, where he curses the fig tree because it's bearing no fruit, which is symbolic of Israel at this time. And that leads us right into our parable here, where he's talking directly to and challenging the chief priests and the elders, the scribes, the Pharisees, all of them there. And he said, you have two sons. You tell me, who does the will of God? And of course, they respond, the first son does the will of God. The first son says no, but then he goes into the vineyard and does the work. And they say, so the first son he's the dutiful son. And then Christ tells them that you're the second son. You said yes to God, but you're not doing the actions that you have to do. You're not fulfilling what was asked of you. You're not fulfilling the yes you said. Your words are not matched to your actions. And that is it's a very strong rebuke of them. And again, we're in Holy Week. So he's being very, very direct with them to let them know, time to get your house in order. Your words and your actions have to come together. And my friends, that's always a challenge for us as well. And it's especially a challenge in our world today. It's very challenging to go out into the world and to be a follower in the first place, but to be a follower where people can tell by our actions, not only our words, that we are followers of Christ. Because we can get put into even some crazy different situations. I remember one time I had just gotten to the area. I was new to Archbishop Ryan, the school minister, and I grew up in South Philly. I did not grow up in Northeast Philly. So like anybody from there, what am I going to do? I want coffee, I go to Wawa. So I walk into the Wawa, and a woman sneezes. Now I'm all in my, clerical togs. And I said, oh, God bless you. No, gosh bless me. I was like, I don't know who gosh is, but God bless you. So it's kind of weird in the world today. And our actions have to show our faith. That's part of that challenge. Our words and our actions have to be together as one. And so we are asked to do that as well in this crazy world. And my friends, it is difficult. Does anybody know what the longest part of Mass is? The longest part of Mass? I could see on some of your faces you want to say the homily. It's not. Believe me, I'm almost done. This is it. I'm wrapping up. It's not the homily. The longest part of this Mass is the dismissal, because now you walk out, and then you're out in the world for a number of days. Some of you may come for daily Mass, but, let's face it, that's not doable for many. So you're out in the world for all those days, and you're trying to take what you learned from here, your actions, your prayers, everything, and to bring that into the world. That's what we're asked to do, and that is very difficult until we come back again together and again are strengthened to go out into the world again. So my friends, take that challenge. It's what Christ is asking of us. Not only are we a people of words, we are a people of actions, and they must conform to each other. And so take that love of Christ that you have, that the world so needs, even though at times it doesn't realize it, that it so needs. Take that into the world and be Christ for those around you. God bless you.